Fellow traders, 'tis I, the Rumpled One, coming to you on Monday, April the 13th. The year's 2026. Let's talk trading, weekly, open, and gap. These videos are for educational purposes only. Your results may differ from mine. As always, make sure your risk management is in place so you don't lose more than you're willing to lose while you are trading. So let's go ahead, look at this week. And right now, the pound is 63 pips above the weekly open, 14 off the high, 71 off the low. And if you notice, we've got a bunch of gaps. And the pound gap down 79 pips. And yesterday, when I turned the computer on and I saw that big gap, I just jumped in. Even though the spread was 10, I didn't care because I was playing for the fill. And thing is, we only missed that by right now. The close was 68. We hit 65.7. That's within a hand grenades toss. And actually, I had my TP set right here at 34.49. I got out early, but I jumped back in because the way it was moving. But I definitely made some pips today. That was a pretty nice move there. As you can see, we are in the opening range for the year. Once again, we crossed that yearly open at 57, putting in the opening range for the week, and we're above the opening range for the month. Speaking of the month and the year, for the year, we're just 8 pips below that open, 419 off the high, 291 off the low, now 290. For the month, we're 224 pips above the monthly open, 36 off that monthly high, and 270 off the monthly low. But we have not expanded the range yet for this year. We had an inside bar 2 days ago, and today we went through both ends of it, just by a little, but we went through both ends. We are inside the monthly inside bar from 2 months ago, and we are inside the weekly inside bar from 4 weeks ago. So lots of inside bar action to be had if you're an inside bar trader. 85 pips of range right now, and it looks like the new beast is, nope, new beast is in second. The Australian yen, 119 pips, followed by the new beast at 118. In and out of that buy zone. You can see here we crossed that weekly open, same daily open, a couple times in the Asian session, and then prices just shot right back up. Like I said, I saw all this white space here. I said, you got to go for that gap fill. Even if it doesn't fill, should be able to pick up 50, 60 pips. Red Rat's getting ready to feast here. And definitely could have just had that. I think if Walmart was trading, he probably had a pending order to go short at 65. He loves that level, the trouble area, he likes to call it. Pivot trading plan, Bambino Flex said to go long. Price near R1 is a short. I haven't gotten there close to that yet. Near the pivot is a long. We've taken out that pivot. And near S1, the bias is long. And it looks like we actually started out near S2. So that was a, like I said, that was one I just had to take. Check out the daily pivot. Almost took out the weekly. We missed it by 4. And we've already taken out the monthly pivot. wick zone. We opened below the lower wick zone, so we shot through that almost to the upper. Just barely missed it. So 85 pips right now, weekly range, 0 percentile. We've got plenty of days left. The price action chart. Once again, a trader out there that says can't trade, can't make any money trading M30 candle color at the line. I'm not sure what they're doing wrong. I said, send me a chart, show me your trades, and they failed to do it. Even sent them the sonic indicator that I modified, and it show you your trades. So I don't know how I can help somebody that, can't give me the tools I need to help them. I'm looking here. Got a 3 in a row price action score count. Got a 3 ball coming up there on the bottom. Interesting. Even though it says 2 ball here, the indicator I use, it approximates it. But all I need to know is there a ball on the bottom or a ball on the top? So you can see got a lower high trigger happening. We're at top of the hour. Oh, M30's red. Don't want to trade against that, that's for sure. So you just have to sit on your hands and wait. Just don't trade against that M30. I mean, there are exceptions. You can bend that rule sometimes, but got to be careful. Hit a higher low here, and a death cross here, meaning the indicator 2 flipped from aqua to magenta. So just right there on the open of that trip, on the close of this, you just jump in. That would have been good for about 3 to 4 pips real quick. And that's what I look for, 2 or more pips, depending. And I'll just take them, and they add up. And see, you saw a dynamic support dot put in. So yeah, just take the pips off the table and wait for the next trade. There'll be plenty. Okay, ATR percent, we're now at 72 for April. Okay, at the month, inside the upper wick zone, buyer strong control. For the week, buyer strong control, price turning up. Fade the pivot sell. We've already hit the pivot. And it was actually a buy to get to the pivot. That's interesting. But this had closed above the pivot. So this is based off of that candle close. Buyer strong control on the daily. Once again, looking at the pivots. Price between the wick zones. You exceeded the previous day's range by 16 pips. Let's see. Now, I think there was a different chart I wanted to bring in to show. See, if you go against the M30, you have to have a really good reason. You could have made 4 pips taking that trade. Now, is there a reason? Well, if you do, you get in and out quick. You don't want to get your head handed to you or your face ripped off, as that old guy Market Master used to say. And now we've got a green M30. But if you look left here, when I put in that 2 ball, you see all these bars here. So that was was ranging there as opposed to here. A nice clear breakout. The price is moving back up. It was in the launch pad. So that might have been a reason, another reason to take that chance. Because price had opened below that launch pad. You can see here it stalled once. It tried the launch pad. Here it finally took off. All my trades have been buys today, just because of that open gap. But I'm starting to think right now, I might be looking for some shorting. But I'll have to wait for the opportunities. Oh, there was what was it? I was watching a video, had nothing to do with trading, and then an Anthony Robbins video came up. TV Tony Robbins, the unlimited power guy. And I guess a long story short, what I did was I went to one of the AIs. I said, hey, you are Tony Robbins. Come up with a profitable Forex trading plan. And so, based on the RPM method. And it was kind of interesting. It knew what RPM was, and it came up with a pretty solid plan. It's like, it's kind of hard to argue with it. It's like, wow. So, a lot of people are afraid of AI, but the reality check is AI isn't going to replace you. The person that knows how to use AI is going to replace you. It's just that simple. Walmart and I had an interesting discussion. If I get him, I don't know if he'll be around this week or not, but he was thinking, that, all the AI, sooner or later, we're going to have one AI. And what's going to happen to the market? Because the AI is going to say, well, this is the price, and it's not going to want to move. So I told him, I don't think it's going to happen because somebody's going to want to, hold out for a better price or hold out for a cheaper price. But he's saying, nope, AI is going to control it all. That'd be really interesting. But I still think greed could be programmed in, and so there's going to be supply and demand. I just don't see how it would collapse like he thinks it will. But it's an interesting discussion. Let me point out something here. You see the distance between this one ball and this one ball. Then you see how if you put a horizontal line here, then how price fell. Now, if you look here, you see how price, you see this move. So you see this compression, it comes out on one end and shoots through and almost the same distance to the other side. That's something that you could, if you observe that, and then if you were to go long, this is an area you might want to target to pick up the extra pips. Or if you were to jump in late, say, you know what, it's probably going to bust out by about the same amount of pips. Just something I've observed, something you might be able to use. Does it work every time? No, it doesn't. You can see here, it didn't happen. So, but when it does and you take advantage of it, it's pretty nice. So anyway, fastest 15 minutes in trading is just about over. Hope everybody had a fun and safe weekend. And when you come back to trade, always remember, never forget, It's not what you trade, it's how you trade it. So drain the banks.